back at it. What's going on? It's your boy MTGMIllz. So if you hear any stuff in the background, don't worry. It's just my son running around the house. Yeah, I'll put the card up. That way you guys know it's an interruption. But in any case, we back. I just been grinding with the mono black sacrifice deck that I made. Real simple. I'll kind of go back over it. I really didn't want to get too deep into the content until I really got to a level where it was worthy of it. So let's get into it here. We're just going to show you guys what we got going. I made a couple of small tweaks to it that I think really add to the pressure. So the main tweak that I added was Sothera the Super Void. And I only added one, obviously legendary enchantment, but really when it hits the board, in most cases, I'll already have, the sack engine out there. And so basically, as I'm sacrificing creatures, they're basically it's basically a board wipe, and then I'm able to get their most powerful creature out on the battlefield. So that's pretty much the main tweak. I did also believe boost the number of Hymn of the Father from 3 to 2, and then this Dark Confidant is absolutely amazing in this deck because it serves two purposes. One, it allows me obviously to keep drawing, the things that I need for the deck, but also it's a good magnet for removal because obviously I'm not trying to win the game with Dark Confidant, right? But when players see it, it's like, oh gosh, giving them card advantage, and they end up killing that, which means it's one less removal spell they have to kill what they really need to kill, which is the Zealot, the Voidborn, or the Blood Witch. Those are really the main ones. These guys are going to keep coming back unless you exile them, right? But this is really helping soak that away, right? And if they do remove it, oh well, it will probably end up pinging them for one anyhow. So, and also with Sothera out there, it'll help with that as well. So that's kind of the main thing here. I don't have a sideboard yet. I'm working on that. Just trying to get more data with regards to the matches that I'm losing. That way, I know how to effectively sideboard. But I have reached diamond tier. Part of it was with Simic ships, but the good bulk of it was with the sacrifice deck. It's just very powerful when that combo gets out. It's like nothing you can do. So that being said, let's get into it. I'm not sure how well this is going to do. This is literally my first diamond match that I will have played. And we just going to get into it. The jump in sacrifice basically just removed the bloodghasts and any of the older cards that were not from the past, I want to say like 3 sets. Because it was like a jump in event. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I had to get the gold, man. I was grinding. So let's see what the inevitable increase in power level is in these decks. Keepable hand. I got everything that I need basically here except for, a repeatable sack engine. He's good, but I really need something to be repeatable. But got removal, got card draw, got early aggro, got the pingers, so we're good. So what I like to do with this is I just start it off. It's basically like we're both starting the game at 18 life, and that's a lot of pressure because really this deck becomes inevitable once you become below 10 life because once the blood gas are able to recur and you're at 10 life, they come in to hit you that same turn. I'm not going to play my hand just yet. I'm just going to come back with the color. Okay, so you're starting off a little slow. Put the Zealot out there. And that's what I'll do if I'm really just trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Put the Zealot out before the Blood Witch. Because you figure they removed the Zealot. I got another one right here. Otherwise, they remove the Blood Witch. They still ping for 1. But now next turn, I'm going to be beaten for 5. And I'll have a pretty good control of the board. So I really do need to hit a land drop. This is becoming somewhat of an issue at this moment, but I'm going to go ahead and get the Blood Witch out there, keep the pressure on. I think one of he scooped. So there we go. I mean, there's really nothing you can do once you got that kind of pressure out there. But we'll see what happens. Not necessarily the best, reflection of how the deck is going to actually interact with another deck. He probably didn't hit stuff that he needed to. So on to the next game. I wanted the deck to be able to go off that way. You guys can kind of see, what I'm talking about with regards to it. Just becomes inevitable. Like certain points, I don't even have to block because, all right, yeah, you do 5 or 6 damage. I can hit you for 22 the next turn. So we'll see if this is a better reflection. So again, I've got removal, I've got card draw, I've got the ability. Obviously, I have my sack engine, which allows me to see what's coming on, what's coming, and then also have my pinger. So the only thing that I'm really missing to go off is either the color or the blood gas. She's got 117 cards in the deck. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get him out there. Lands are cool, but I would like to get into my engine. Let's go ahead and just beat for 3. Whoops, my bad. All right, so he does nothing. I'm assuming that he's got a counter spell waiting in the wing, so I'm just going to attack. Wait till you tap out and then be aggressive. I can do this all day. I have no problem. You don't want to play any creatures? That's fine by me. As soon as you play a creature, it's going to the graveyard. Oh, beautiful. This is not going to end well for him. So I get the tragic trajectory. He gets -10, and I get card draw, and he's taking 6 to the face. This he might scoop after this, and I got the Voidborn. Yep, we'll take that. And what else? Land is perfect because next turn he's dead. Matter of fact, could I warp him in? Should I get greedy? Should I get greedy? I'm gonna attack. He's gonna take 6 there. If I warp in the blood Voidborn, I'm gonna take another 3 more. Excuse me, another 2 more. Sorry. And the thing that makes these cards so good, I don't need that, is that it's momentum plays because it's a gap that you're creating. So you take 1 or take 2, and I gain 2. That's a 4 life gap, and that's really what this deck plays on. Because at a certain point, I can attack in. All my creatures are weak, and if I have these pingers out there, you can't block. If you don't block, you're gonna die. If you do block, you're still gonna die with the trigger. So it just gets to be inevitable. So now he's got to do something, and he can't target 2 of my engines here. So even if he does like bounce it to my hand or what have you, he knows they're coming out next turn, which means that he can't. Oh yeah, he's dead next turn, which means he can't really do anything. So this is how the combo works. I'm gonna see if I can do it here, because again, he can't really. Now I got 2 pingers out, and that's there. I can void this, kill him. You know what? I'll just do it the easy way. Why not? -10, -10, and you're dead. So that's kind of how it goes off. You still didn't get to see the chain, like where I'm sack, bring back. That might come in another game, but we'll see what happens. So far, I'm liking it. 2-0. We'll take it. My first 2 diamond tier games. Let's go. Out here, baby. All right. Let's play. On the road to Mythic. I gotta hit Mythic. This is where the grind starts. I think I got something here. We'll see. The nice part about this is the deck is pretty cheap. I think the main cards that's expensive is the Sephiroth. Outside of the Sephiroth and the Dark Confidant, but this deck you could probably buy for maybe $80. And it's really helping. I'm not gonna lie, it's helping that I'm going on the play in these games. So I got my engine, I got my pinger, I have card draw. The only thing I don't have is removal or my recurring engine. So we'll see how this goes. I'll keep the hand, but not as good as the past two games. I'm gonna play my cards a little close to the chest here. I'm just gonna play the Blood Witch to start out with because I don't have another Umbral Collar Zealot in my hand, so I can't be as loosey with it. So he's just bouncing it to my hand. That's fine. He can use a removal on that. He knows I've got it now. That's fine. Okay. So now here's what I was talking about with the Dark Confidant, right? So I'm gonna play him. He knows that I got the Blood Witch in my hand, but this is probably gonna spook him out. He's probably gonna use a removal spell on it because he doesn't want me to get card advantage. I'm assuming he's playing blue red. Blue red is going to eventually gas out if they don't draw cards, right? And so I want them to use their removal spells on the stuff that I don't want, so that way I know that I can start operating with impunity, later in the game, and there's going to be nothing that they can do because they're either going to not have cards in hand or they're going to be tapped out from playing cards to get cards in their hand. You can counter it, you can kill it, whatever you want to do. I really don't care, right? So he countered it. Boom. Okay. 1/1 Haze Prowess, exile a card from the graveyard. That's fine. He's exiled a Dark Confidant. I have no way of pulling that back from the graveyard, so it's cool. He wasted it on that. And the um, Cold Blade is one that I can get. Blood Gas is something that I can get. So removal spell did exactly what I wanted it to do. I can keep going with my game plan, no issues. Now I'm going to play the Zealot. And then I'm going to play the Blood Witch. So now he has two cards in hand, right? So I have good card advantage. I can get cards in my hand. I've got a replacement for the Blood Witch, and I also have a card that can be defensive and sack if I need to. So I'm okay right now. And he's not going to want to attack into this. Okay, when a permanent enters or attacks, draw two cards in his card. So that's going to be how he gets cards in his hand. That guy is probably going to be a problem for me if I don't get my engine, but I'm still okay. It does have flying though, which is an issue for me. Oh, and he played it as an enchantment, so I'm actually okay then. Oh no, he played it as an enchantment with impending force, so it comes in as a creature after impending force after 4 turns. So he's drawing a card there. So I got 4 turns basically to do what I need to do, and he scoops. He can do nothing. So hey, again, not the best representation of what my deck can do. I guess he didn't get what he needed, and he saw that there was going to be nothing that he could do because I had that engine out. But even still, we'll see. I'll take 3-0 all day. I mean, look, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot to get here, so I'll take 3-0 all day to start out with my first 3 games of Diamond Tier. Me on the road to Mythic. On the road to Mythic. Let's go. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this now. Got beers in the fridge. I'm just waiting for 12 o'clock to hit. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a real good time on spell slinging with Mills. Okay, so this is a really good hand for me. I got 2 Dark Confidants. I don't mind losing life in this game because I have ways to gain life. I've got my engine right here, so I can uh, sacrifice. The only thing I need is a pinger, really 2 of them, and then I'll be able to go. And again, I'm on the play, which is extremely helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started early. We both start at 18, which is a benefit to me because that's less work that I have to do later in the game. I love this card. It is really a broken card. It's And it's uncommon, which is ridiculous. This card is an amazingly good card. So there we go. I think, you know what? Yes, let's get some early card draw because he's only going to have 1 mana next turn, potentially. Um, and if he removes this, no problem. I got another one waiting in the wings. Wife yelling at the cat. So he's targeting or he's reading, one of the two. Go ahead, waste that removal, my guy. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to piss him off because he's like, okay, well, that doesn't matter. Because he's going to realize, oh, dang, he was just had another Dark Confidant. I'm going to kill that one too. Go ahead. That's not what I'm after. I do kind of want this one, but it's okay if he dies. I have so much repetition in the game that it's not really going to matter. Okay, so I get that. Boom, that's great. Oh, that is excellent. He's fucked, bucko. All right, so I'm going to be able to draw an additional card because of the Hem of the Faller. So that's 3. The only problem is I can't put out a creature if I do that now. This guy, whenever a creature comes, spell of ability opponent controls, put a 1/1 counter on target creature other than that creature. So he gets to put a 1/1 counter there. I'm not too concerned about that. I think I want more card advantage though, because I'm gonna gas out soon enough. I'm gonna put that there. You got it. Done. Not in the least worried about that. Let's see if we can get the Solthera of the Void in here. I would love to get that card. Oh, and we got another Tragic Trajectory. Sorry, guy. Your whole turn meant nothing. Reset. And let's go ahead and hit you with the Dark Confidant. Can we get a scoop? Let's get a 4-0 scoop, baby. Come on. That's why the Hem of the Fallen is an amazing card, too. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We not worried about no 1/1 counters. Okay, so now I've got 5 mana, so I can play him. But best bet is going to be here and here. Let's go ahead and sacrifice him. Draw a card. Yes, buddy. Yeah, it's not gonna be good for your boy. All right, let's go. No attacks. He's got a 3/3. He can be a 4/4. I don't care. At this point, I just need to get into another pinger. Sephiroth is a pinger. I don't have the ability to sack 4 creatures next turn. I'm just hoping he plays like a big bomb creature or something like that. And then, yeah, there we go. Decadent Dragon. What does he do? Whenever it attacks, create a treasure token. Not in the least concerned about that. He's not attacking. Got a swamp, take no damage. That's totally fine. Vengeful Blood Witch. Let's go with the engine. Here we go. All right. So we're going to play the Zealot. And then we're going to go ahead and warp in a timeline color. And now he's taking 2 damage. Hold on. Now he'll be taking 2 damage every time one of my creatures die. Let's warp this. No, I don't want to warp that one in yet. So let's do this. Let's, because he's not going to block, and I don't really care about whether or not he attacks in. I'm just going to go ahead and get the party started. There's that. And I can get the Sephiroth transform this turn. The thing is, I don't necessarily want to do that. I actually like that card. I will need some card advantage after next turn. Right now, I just need to get my life total up so I can take this 8 damage and then be on my merry way. So at this point, because I have 2 pingers, the Vengeful Blood Witch and the Sephiroth, this cost is free. So I pay 2 life, but I sacrifice him. I gain 2 life, and he still takes 2. So it really means nothing to me, right? Play that. Sacrifice it again. He's going to see it, right? So that's what? 3 triggers that's happened for Sephiroth this turn. Question is, do I want to be greedy and transform him? I think I do because I know I have that coming up, so I don't necessarily need the Dark Confidant anymore. And he's going to be at 9. I can kill him next turn. This is how the deck goes off. Oh, dang it. He didn't transform. Do I want to be greedy? No, I don't. I'm at 18. See if you can do 18 damage next turn. We'll see. If he can do 18 damage this turn, great. If he can't, I win the game next turn. Because again, each mana represents 2 life that he's gonna take. 3 damage to target. So he hit the wrong one. He did not realize the zealot is the key. And I'm still hit him for 1 damage. The only thing that I don't like about Sephiroth, and I know it's greedy, is that it's only if another creature I control dies, but it doesn't self-target like the Vengeful Blood Witch does. But still a great card. You can't get everything. He thinks I'm worried about him. Now the only thing that I do have to worry about is if he has a card like double target creature's power until the end of the turn, or triple its power, or something like that. That's what I got to worry about. But outside of that, I'm cool. I'll take 4 damage. He's not attacking with the mount because I'm assuming he thinks that I'd be blocking it. I don't care about that. Exile. Oh, well, I kind of did care about that. He took the Hymn of the Faller, which I wanted for card draw, but it's cool. I can still get him for. I can attack with both of these next turn, so he's going to end up at least taking 2 damage and then still pinging him. Okay, that's beneficial because I get an extra creature that I can sacrifice. I'll pay 2 life there. I didn't need to. I should have paid the 2 mana. Nope. This is going to take 2. I got 4 damage that I can still do. All right, so it takes 1. Gain 1. 5. I got 4 mana. I should be able to kill him this turn. So let's do this. All right. Graveyard. I think I'm going to keep that back in case he attacks with a Tumblewag, because that doesn't have trample. 4. Hopefully he doesn't have. Okay, Hammer the Follower. We'll keep that one up. Pay 2. You know, sometimes you gotta do it the old-fashioned way. You know, boom, let's go. That's exactly what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing around, baby. Let's go. We 4-0 in our first 4 games in Diamond Tier. We ain't playing around. You know what I'm saying? This is what the deck does. Okay, we're gonna see you on the next one. Hopefully, I'm able to go 6-0, complete the first sub tier. So I'll holler when we come back. Let's see what I got first. Mirror Master. All right, cool. Let's go. All right, we back. So I got 2 more matches, right? Or 2 more bars to get before we're at the next tier within Diamond. So we're going to hopefully go 2-0, 6-0 to complete the first sub tier. We on the road to Mythic. Let's go. Here we go. Again, we're just playing Mono Black Sacrifice right now. Came across this, because I was doing obviously a lot of Edge of Eternity drafting. I was just looking at these cards. I'm like, man, these cards go together. And sure enough, it just blended very well. So hopefully I can pull off these next 2 wins, enjoy a much needed beer, and get ready for the grind. We on the road to Mythic. So this hand, I literally have my entire engine, everything for my engine, and I also have remove 1. Keeping the hand. The only thing is, this is the slow version of the engine. So the timeline color is the fast version, because I basically pay 2 mana and then boom, kill. This one's the slow version, but it accelerates. This is kind of like to finish you off, because once they get at 10 life, this guy comes in with haste. Right now, the downside is it can't block, but if they kill it, no problem. I play a land, boom. That's why the card draw is important, because I can at least get 2 triggers out of this. So I pop him, play a land, comes back, pop him again, right? And then he's dead for the turn. But anyhow, long story short, I'm keeping the hand. The thing I like about this one versus Sephiroth and Vengeful Blood Witch, and they all have their advantages and disadvantages. Cool. I got the Zealot. I think in this case, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the Zealot, because I think I want to get some early pressure on his life total. But the thing I like about this one is that you can warp in. So say, for instance, I have 1 pinger out there and the timeline color. I can warp him in and still get the benefit of Okay, no problem. I still get the benefit of being able to get 2 pingers. So if I feel like I can do it in that turn, I'll go ahead and warp him in and then hopefully kill him off. Let's do this. Let's go. I'm sure he probably has a lot of removal. If necessary, I can win the old-fashioned way and just attack. But let's get all the removal out of your hand. No problem. Not worried about him in the least. No blocks. You got it. 3 damage. To the fist. To the fist. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'll attack for 3. Let's get the blood gas in there. I'm going to warp this guy in. Right, and then we're going to go ahead, sacrifice him. Popped. Is this really a threat to me? No, but in this situation, I do like lands because I have blood gas, so I know I at least get 1 ping a turn, right? So I'll go ahead and keep that land. That's fine. I'll play this to get the blood gas back. I'll go ahead, kill your guy off, and then I'm going to pop him again, knowing that I get him again next turn. And the next turn, I'll warp this Voidborn in, and then I'll be able to play the blood gas again, pop it. Now he takes 2 damage. No problem. Still not concerned. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and play this one. So now he's actually on field. Right. I'm going to warp him in. I'm going to test this guy's nuts. Where your nuts at? How you going to do it is a question. Yeah, you letting that damage through? Ha ha. You don't want that creature to die? No problem. Momentum swings. Now he's at 15. I'm at 21. That's huge. Because I basically get to replenish my hand. Only problem is I don't have a void, so I will definitely need to probably kill one of these. So we'll see. We ain't worried about your counters, man. We ain't worried about your counters. We ain't worried about none of that. You can gain life all you want to. I'll find a way to kill it soon enough. Okay, that one might have to worry about a little bit. That one can kind of do things. Oh, Buster Sword is coming. I have to find an answer for that before he attacks. That is a little bit of a situation. Not blocking. Take 4, gain 4. So momentum swings. That's why lifelink is one of the Achilles heels of this deck. So I have to go ahead and hard cast him. He's not gonna block because he doesn't want that to die. So he's gonna take 5 damage. You ain't blocking. Oh, you are blocking. Okay. No worries. I'll still get 2 of these. I'll still get 2 cards. You'll still take 2 damage. He's gonna die unless you have a way to. You let him die. No worries. 2 triggers. If I draw land, it will help. Okay. Kind of beneficial. Because then anything that dies of mine, they take 3 life. But I really need to get into an answer, into removal. But that's okay, because I can still keep one of these back to block. Fine. Okay, F it. We'll just get all 4 of them then. Anytime anything dies, you're going to take 4 life. Now, that actually is a little bit beneficial for me. And if I get another sack engine, and we good. I ain't blocking that. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't nobody worried. I'm a little worried. Ooh, put something in for 8 in. Okay, well, that's not going to really affect the board right now. Yes, sir. Cooking with gas. Take action. And now, enjoy the fact that every time one of my creatures dies, you're taking 4 damage. And I'm gaining 4 life. No attacks. You can attack me if you want to, though. And that life link, it won't matter at a certain point because I have removal in here. Okay? So you're taking 4 damage. Okay, it's a little worrisome. Need an answer. I need a Sothera. If I get Sothera, we good. You know what? Oh, I can't be stupid with. I can't block. I was gonna say I would gang block. The question is, he's got plenty of mana available. I'm at 14. I've got a block. That's got trample. Why not? All my creatures die, but I've still got 4 Blood Witches and 3 Sephiroths in the deck. Do I trust the deck? I don't necessarily need that creature. I gotta soak up the damage. I gotta soak it up. All right. Yeah, they might have this one. It just might be too much too soon for me to deal with. But either way, he's taking 6, gaining 10. So net 4 life on it. Really comes down to this next turn here. I have to draw removal. And I did. The problem is I don't have a sacrifice engine to be able to kill that. So it's gonna be tough. There's no point in me holding him back, so I'll just attack. He'll take 2 damage. If I had the Dwarf Blade Cullen, then I could have warped them in, gave that -10, -10, and now we back with a stabilized board state. I don't know. I just better hope they don't give it trample. Oh, he can't give it trample. Son of a booch. Okay, well, he's got 5 mana. I can soak up 4. Yeah, that's game because he can do 13. Yeah, he got me. Damn. That's all I got. And that happens. I mean, sometimes it just happens like that. Life gain is tough, and I didn't get any removal in a timely fashion to deal with that. So now, went down 1. We're 3-1 in the first tier. It's okay. Gotta come back. Gotta come back. Sorry, we ain't deterred. We are on the road to Mythic. We're gonna make this happen. Just hopefully we won't have to see another Aerith Gainsborough or whatever the hell that was. Got everything we need. Removal, card draw, a way to trigger both of these, and it's the recurring engine and a pinger. We're good. In theory. I get to start the game off. We're at 18. Land is okay. I have no problem with that right now. Early pressure on the life total. That's all we care about. So if he pulls out a threat, turn 3, I'll be able to play this. Excuse me, I have to play it next turn. Hopefully it dies. Play it again, turn 3. What do you got for me? Because you're going to be at 16 if you don't put out a blocker. But he probably doesn't want to put out a blocker because he needs that card. So he's weighing his options. Or he's just asleep at the wheel. Either two. So we got a Fate Maker out. It's going to be a 4-3. He just warped it in. Don't know why he did that. That was kind of weird. So I have a way of warping this in and giving something -2/-2. Excuse me, -10, -10. So that's going to be helpful. We're going to start the game off right. We're going to start this thing all right. MTGMIllz in the house. Come on, come on. Hey, hey, hey. Now do it, baby. Stick it, baby. Pressure. Doom, 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 doom. Pressure. There's some pressure right now, boy. Let's go. Drix Fate Maker. DOA, bucko. Why are you warping these in? What is my man's doing? Please don't tell me you're gonna try to play Cosmogoyf, because that's not gonna be the ticket, my bucko. Yeah, let's play some cheese. I just want to do 3 damage now. Play the Voidborn, get a little extra value, put a little extra pressure on, and see what's coming up on the board. 4 mana next turn. I think I still want the land, because the more lands that I get once I have 2 pingers out, then each time that I do that is basically represents 2 life that they lose. So, yeah, I'll keep the land. And so next turn I have options. I can either play the Voidborn and the color, or I can play the Sephiroth and the color. On a board, that's DOA, bucko, and you know this. That's why we do the things we do. And I'll be able to get card draw on this too. Yep, you didn't think that was coming out, now did you? Goodbye. Let's go ahead and see. Oh my gosh, and we've got immediate value right off the bat. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Let's go! You're dead next turn, bucko. Can I get a scoop? Can I get a scoop? You know you wanna. That Drix Fate Maker ain't gonna save your ass. Let's go. Yes, I love to talk shit. Competition, man. Bring back competition. All this fun stuff, man. Like, hey, we can have fun competing. Let's win. Let's go. Study wrong, study long. That's what they told me in Domino's. All right, so you know what I'm saying? You study long, you study wrong. Let go. Bro, it's 8-16. There's 8 life points between us, and I have the ability to increase that gap. Chop, chop. I'm on the road to Mythic. I've got bigger and better things to do. Let go. So I gotta bring him back. Hardcast. That's 3. Warp him in. Yeah, I could, and then still get cards. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, you know what? I can do this 3 times. Yeah, you're dead. This is what the deck is supposed to do. It's inevitable. Do it again. Combo! No breaker. No breaker. I'll leave that on top. Get another engine in case you decide, I don't wanna die. And sacrifice. Bye-bye. Good game, bucko. Yeah! Let's go. All right, back to where I was. We need these 2 wins. We need Two more. Two more. Can we get them is the question. Let's go. Seized Silver. Got the engine. All we need is a pinger. So, and again, probably it's repetitive, but that's really what we need. I think I'm going to be aggressive here, and I'll be aggressive next turn, and then start to get defense out. But again, I just need that early pressure on the life total. Whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards on the top of your library. You may exile a non-land card, put the rest on the bottom of your library. You may pay the exile card without paying its mana cost. Wow, that seems pretty legitimate. Too bad he's not going to be doing any combat damage on tweaking. He probably will. So next turn, I'm coming out with the Zealot and the Hole Carver, unless they play something that I feel like, oh my god! Planeswalker spotted. Oh yeah, he's DOA, Bucko, and you know that. And you know this. The only problem is I don't have a way to kill his guy this turn. And he can make unblockables. Problem I also have is that Planewalkers do give me problems because it gives me something that I have to attack into as opposed to the player. So I really, if I don't get rid of them, they start to take over the game. That's probably the biggest weakness of this deck. So that being said, I have to deal with his creature, and I have to get enough board presence out so that I can consistently attack into him and start to get into what you call it. So I think I gotta go balls to the wall here. Get that -2/-2, right? And get out another strong creature that is going to be able to block. Let's kill Kato.
I wasn't paid enough for this.
You weren't paid at all, my guy. You weren't paid at all, my boy. Let's see what he does. Looks like he's targeting the Zealot. My turn. Okay. So I don't need lands now. I really just need to get into the meat of my deck. I think he's holding it back a counterspell, so I'm not going to play the Blood Witch right now. I'm going to wait to see what he does. So we're just going to go ahead and attack. Okay, so it's a creature, return it to its owner's hand. It's an enchantment. Okay. That's fine. So who's he going to block is the question. He ain't blocking the Zealot. So he wanted to die. Okay. That's fine by me. So now I know I can play him with impunity. And I'm tapped out. Let's see what he does. That did hurt, but I'm just trusting that the deck will be able to draw into what I need. That can very well be a problem for me. Because when he starts to get wide, then I can't really attack in. Now, if I get my pingers out, then okay, that's a different story. But I definitely have to get I gotta be able to get him. Because whenever he draws cards, whenever he draws the second card, he creates a copy of that. And if he has a bunch of card draw, he can go really wide. I don't want to play this. I think I want to play this warped and then go for the gusto next turn. But I'm gonna put early pressure on him and attack with both of these bad boys. All right, so he's at 11. He decided to take that. No did he? All right. It's kind of funky right now, y'all, because then he'll be able to play this on this guy and start drawing cards based off of that. He's drawing a second card, so he gets another Homunculus Horde. There's really no point of it. Oh, Lord. We got mythic rares everywhere. Create a copy. So you got another Homunculus. I ain't blocking that. You can have it life. I'm not worried about that. That's not good. I'm just drawing out lands. Let's see if he doesn't see it. I don't really need the whole carver is useless to me because these are basically all the same creature. Um, I'm myself in a dilly of a pickle here. Yeah, I still gotta attack it. He's at 8. See how much damage you can do, Bucko. Create another copy. I'm not too much worried about that. You can draw the cards. I don't necessarily have to win by attacking, but I have to get my engine. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose. All I need is the Umbral Collar Zealot. If I draw that, I win the game next turn. If I don't, I'm losing the game the turn after my next. That's not going to help me. And he countered it. I can't even attack for lethal. Yeah, that's... Oh, well, I still get this, though. If I attack for lethal, he has to block him. These two die. And he can't block with anything less than a 2/2. Everything dies. Game. Let's go. You have to block. Let's go. This is the inevitability of the deck. You can't win. It's over with. You have to block them all. Because I can do more damage and triggers with regards to life by attacking than he can. So yeah, it's over with. I can do this all day, Bucko. Let's go. It's over. You can't block the Blood Witch because I get 2 life there, right? Even if he doesn't block the whole carver, anything he blocks dies, and he has to block. So if he blocks that, he still takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That dies. Yeah, it's game. It's a good game. Bye-bye. No. Yes. 2 triggers. Yes, sir. Let's go. We out here, baby. Got him. Whew. Whew. That was stressful. That was stressful. Whew. Okay. Take a pause. And we're going to be back for this last match. All right, y'all. Whew. One more. We just need one more. We back. All right. We are on the road to Mythic. We try to make it to the next tier. If you've been following this far, thank you. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that Cash App, $ MTGMIllz. We out here. We on the road to Mythic. We got to do it. We need one more. We got the powerful elixir right now. So lovely. So lovely. So this is magic for the grown folks, you know what I'm saying? Only for the grown and sexy. I have technically what I need to get started. What's missing is probably another land, and I have the card draw. I really need a sack engine, but I got a very good defensive card to start the game, so we'll keep it. And I'm on the play, so it's cool. I get to set the tone. Let's make things happen. We've got 3 pingers, right? So once I get the sack engine, we good. And that actually helps out. Go with the Confidant first. Swing in for 1. I don't want people to think that the confidants are just completely expendable, but the opponent knows they can't let that stay out for that very reason. I'm getting into my sack engine, and now I have my recurring creature. So that's what Dark Confidant does. Is it allows you to get into the meat of your deck quicker. I think what I'm going to do now is put a little early pressure on by warping this one in. I'm going to hard cast him. And we're just attacking with those two. No problem. He goes to the graveyard. You're still taking 1 damage. Okay. Because right now, I really don't want him with a whole bunch of creatures on the board. Because I don't have any removal at the moment. And he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and... I want the Sephiroth in play, but I think that I would be playing my hand too early. So let's just get the Voidborn in play. I don't fear anything dying. Keep the pressure on attacking. Because if I get a land next turn, I can get 3 pingers out, and then when I attack for 2, then he's going to end up taking 3. If he doesn't take the 2 damage. No, I think at this point I'll just go for the Gusto with the Sephiroth. So let's warp him in. Play him. Sacrifice, get a card. It's not bad. 3 triggers. Play again. I gain 3 life, so I net 1 life. Attack with the color and the Voidborn. I'll still get 3 triggers. I got the Blood Witch in my back pocket. I know he doesn't really care about the Bellowing Crier, so I'm actually going to hold the Voidborn back and just swing for 2. Then he's at 10. If I start getting blood gas, then it starts to become an issue. He's probably going to target the Sephiroth this turn, which is fine. I'm okay with it. Because it gets removal out of his hand. And he's not really affecting me like that. Like, I love Sephiroth. Don't get me wrong. He's great. But when you got Voidborns like this, I mean, it gets really difficult to deal with. So, again, we're going to go ahead and hard cast. I'm going to hard cast that one. I'm going to warp this one in. And then we're going to attack with both of these. He takes 3 if he blocks. He's at 4, and this is what, turn 6? And there's 2 Voidborns coming at him next turn. That's lethal. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, dang, he getting life. Boom, let's go. That's what we do. Diamond Tier 3. Let's go. Must have been a magical elixir. If you made it this far, once again, like, share, subscribe, $ MTGMIllz in the Cash App. Support this channel. We appreciate y'all. We on the road to Mythic. We on the road to Mythic. This is what we do, baby. All right.